when man sits down and legislates treaties and laws, they're all artificial. They're designed to keep people in line with the established system. All laws. They're not made for the benefit of man. They have no other way of controlling it. So when nations sign treaties with other nations, if they violate those treaties, they have warships to enforce them, armies and navies. So armies and navies are not to protect people. They're there to protect an established system. Every established system works in a similar manner. It takes the youngsters to say, what's the greatest country in the world? The youngsters say, I haven't the slightest idea. This country. This is the greatest country in the world. And God's on our side.
The entire money-structured and materialistic-oriented society is a false society. 10 or 15 years from now, our society will go down in history as the lowest development in man. We have the brains, the know-how, the technology, and the feasibility to build an entirely new civilization.
War, poverty, corruption, hunger, misery, human suffering will not change in a monetary system. That is, there'll be very little significant change. If the American and English people and French people don't realize what I'm talking about, they'll be blown to smithereens by their own stupidity. We are lousing up the air and the oceans, and that we know that politicians don't know what to do, because I've asked them. I've asked every politician that I've grown up with, and so, what do you do about this? How would you stop cars from hitting each other? How would you stop buildings from burning? I don't know. They don't know what to do. They're businessmen. When you're very young, the society starts pumping stuff into your head. What's the greatest country in the world? I don't know. The good old USA, if you grew up there. And who loves you more than anybody in the world? I don't know. Your mommy and daddy. So they pump all that crap in your head. Then as you get older, there's a Mickey Mouse Club. All crap. And as long as you start filling the heads of kids with crap, you're hurting the future. Essentially, what the Venus Project proposes is that we bring all the nations together and take care of everything on Earth. We pledge allegiance to the environment and all the world's people. The end of separate nations. The end of the artificial boundaries that separate people. And the sharing of all the world's resources by all the world's people. Anything less than that will create the same problems over and over again. The Venus Project is an attempt to bring world peace and all the nations together. If you don't want war, killing, most crimes, you have to redesign the way society works. You have to declare all the Earth's resources as the common heritage of all the world's people. Then we have to remove the money system, which is basically corrupt. Well, a money-based economy produces incentive, but it also produces incentive for corruption, paying off senators, various corporations buying senators. It's never been a democracy. We've never had a democracy. No nation's ever had it. If you don't have equal purchasing power, you can't have a democracy. Well, if you were raised by the headhunters of the Amazon as a baby, if you never saw anything else, you'd be a headhunter. If you were raised in Nazi Germany, where all you see is Heil Hitler, Deutschland over alles, you'd be a German. So I think all people are perfectly well adjusted where they're coming from. There's no such thing as good or bad people. You're taught to hate certain people, but where they're coming from is normal. If you're brought up in the South, uneducated region, you might become a member of the Ku Klux Klan. You speak with a Southern accent. Where did you get that from? The environment.